I have yet to call for a civil war, and yet this country is ended up to be a civil war situation. September 24th, 2020. Thursday morning, my God, 6:24 in the morning, and I can't even comprehend what the hell's going on. We're going to be ending up in a damn civil war situation if we're not careful. And that's what scares the living fuck out of me. Trying to communicate this to people these days, and nobody listens to me in the first place. Nobody gives a shit about me. Or what the hell I think about. That's fine. I think I'm doing the right thing by putting YouTubes out there in the first place. It's all about me, it's everybody else. What to think about. I have to communicate this to people, but if they don't want to listen, they don't want to watch. I don't know. All this shit happening with all the damn politics at this point over here. How the hell are we supposed to be dealing with this? How are we supposed to be able to understand this shit? One damn thing after another, after another, after another. I'm thinking we're going to go into a civil war. We haven't torn ourselves apart regarding a damn police situations or law at this point over here. We're going to have a federal government on our ass. We're going to have a regime. We're not going to have a government. We're going to have a fucking regime at this point over here with paid politicians who want everything they can get. Lead us some shit. And they keep thinking that's communist and socialist thinking. That's a reality check. The power is supposed to be in the hands of the people, but they're not. They bitch to gripe about each other being sheep and following the wrong leader. You can't get off their dead asses this generation, or even the previous generation. No. Either we get into a regime or we're getting into a regime change. We're going to have a fucking civil war. We're going to have to. I can't believe I'm seeing this. I can't believe I'm saying this. You know how sedition that sounds like at this point over here, trying to predict something that's going to happen at this point? You have a president trying to get his control in Congress right now. He's trying to get control of Congress and the Supreme Court in order to solidify his own greedy shit. His family reaps the profits and reaps everything. People are dying in the streets because they're of a damn bug. He thinks a hack job of a vaccine is going to keep him in office. And if it starts killing people left and right, then what? If it kills the people left and right, what the hell are we supposed to do about it? Nothing? Have faith in Trump and his supporters at this point over here? There's going to be a hell of a lot of anger if we haven't had the anger just yet. If we haven't had it exploded just yet. There's going to be more issues down the road. The closer it gets to the election, and even after the election, if it happens to be Biden getting in the office, is it any guarantee that we're still going to get rid of our damn hostility? Hell no. Because there's going to happen something else. There's going to be something else to threaten that shit. And if Trump gets in office, is it going to be a hell of a lot worse for us? Because now our suppression is going to be beginning. Or has it already begun already? Constitution being torn apart left and right. Our freedoms, our individual, our civil liberties gone. States being questioned left and right, and their authority being challenged left and right. And when you have a conservative ship going on at this point, people are afraid of liberalism at this point over here. My God, liberals are going to tax us to death. Conservatives would have individual states running their own damn situations, except if they're liberal. And that's going to be a problem right there. Because nobody likes a fucking liberal, do they? Now we're going to have the real political war here. Trump supporters, the GOP, versus Democrats. If we don't have enough division and derision right now as it is, if we don't have enough anger towards each other at this point, Just how much further are we supposed to be tearing our fucking country apart? Just how much? Just how much are we supposed to be tearing apart everything that we've held sacred? Because some people don't even feel that. They feel like they've been torn apart and they don't even know what the American dream is anymore. Or at all. Because it's still the elitism shit going on. I don't blame these people for rioting in the street after time in the first place, for being pissed off at the damn government, or even being pissed off at local or state government, or even at local law enforcement for screwing things up left and right. I don't blame them for that. I do blame them for the damn rioting. I do blame them for the damn shooting. Peaceful protesters are one thing at this point over here, but even that's going to be outlawed. Even that will be outlawed. Because demonstrating in the government will be considered sedition. And even that was challenged in the Supreme Court and thrown out, but still, they can throw back the sedition laws all over again. All they have to have is the votes in the Congress for that shit. The president cannot put an executive order on that damn shit. He cannot. That is a federal law. As a federal law, they've got to enact. That means you have to have a majority in the House. You have to have a majority in the Senate. And then the bill gets to be passed over to the president, and then he can put in a sedition law. He can't make it an executive order. That's going to get tossed out. Even if we have a conservative court. And if it doesn't get thrown out, and it does get supported, the people are still not going to stand for this damn shit. And the government would know it. So now we do have a regime change. A federally, constitutionally legal. Throw out the Constitution. Put in a new Constitution. Even that's got to be ratified by every damn state. And if some of the states are still liberal-minded, they're going to have a fallout. We're going to have a civil war with this shit. Doesn't people understand this can't happen? Can't they see what the hell's going on? Are we that fucking blind? People worry about the damn nuclear shelters going back to the 40s and 50s when we had the atomic bomb blasted over in Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Because now we've got a country capable of dropping a bomb on somebody. We see China, actually first Russia, then China, then God knows how many other countries have nuclear weapons. We had to have nuclear bomb shelters. We had to have microwave ovens underground to protect us from radiation. As soon as we get out there, there's still going to be a radioactive wasteland. They don't even bother to understand that shit. We didn't care during the Cold War, now did we? We had nuclear limitation treaties. We had nuclear removal treaties, trying to curtail the tensions between countries. Now we're rebuilding an arms race again. And we have to have a United States Space Force because of satellite technology out there. Shit, back in the 80s, we had the Star Wars mentality going on. We need to have killer satellites. We didn't exactly make those damn things in reality, do we? No way. Now we have the technology for that. And we're still worrying about hackers at this point over here. We're still worrying about China and their involvement. We know Russia and their involvement with our damn politicians. Regardless if people believe in this shit or not, it doesn't matter. It's happening. People are trying to put out tell-all books at this point over here, and people are buying and trying to understand what the hell's going on. Is that going to be able to be turning the tide of the elections coming up? I don't know. Is it? Because after the elections, it's going to be depending who gets into the fucking office or not. If Biden happens to get into the office, it's not going to be a Camelot. It's not going to be another John F. Kennedy land. If Trump gets in office, we're sure as hell fucked. Biden's going to have to hit the road running. Kamala's going to have to pick up the pace at this point. She's got to understand. She's got limited foreign experience at this point over here, and Trump in his bullshit mouth is trying to do everything he can to get foreign experience, but also limiting and separating the United States from anything and everybody. We're supposed to be self-sufficient. Is he fucking kidding me? We have a global market at this point over here. He thinks he's going to run the whole damn thing now? Ego, ambition, pride, arrogance. Maybe we were coming into Ragnarok. Maybe we were coming into Armageddon. Maybe we are coming into Revelation. Because I don't know what the hell's going on after this. I don't know if we're going to be surviving or not. And if we happen to survive, if we do happen to get a pause in everything, is it going to be enough? A while ago, I was debating with myself, trying to figure out an essay. A Calvinist by the name of Anne Bradstreet. One of America's first, but not America. One of those people who are actually sharing her opinions in the form of poetry and prose, posing the question between flesh and spirit, between the temptations of the earth, and spirituality, which is supposed to be the realm of blessedness. How about being cursed on both sides? She thinks spirituality won out. She was still having issues all the way up until the age she died. She had kids. She lost a home, burned down. It's like que sera, sera. We have people try to be that way, que sera, sera, after their homes get burned down by stupidity or by nature. And it's not easy rebuilding again, especially when you lost a lot of items and pictures and stuff that you couldn't salvage. You just had to salvage yourself. How about the people who lost their lives in the process? Either saving the homes or dying in the homes. There was a kid and a dog that died. A kid and a dog that died in the fires that we had in California. And that damn near killed me. This shouldn't have happened, but it did. Nature kicked in and we had a fire. But nature shouldn't have kicked in because of the damn global change, because humanity was still stupid enough not to pay attention to any science. They had to argue with themselves, make it political, and make it more bullshit. And now we're reaping that. People still think we have a flat Earth society. Well, I like to throw them off the damn Earth. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we actually have an edge we can throw people off of? They think we're surrounded by a ring of ice. You have maybe 3,000 or 4,000, maybe more than that, of idiots like that. How many more are following Trump at this point? Millions. And they think they owe everything to Trump. They're so fucked. Maybe we do deserve to get our asses kicked. Maybe we do deserve the COVID-19. Maybe we deserve it all. Because as far as I'm concerned, we need to get our asses kicked royally. If we're not doing it to ourselves, we might as well let COVID do it for us. To make us aware of what our limitations are supposed to be. What we're supposed to be paying attention to. We're supposed to be giving a shit. We're supposed to be caring for each other. According to what we were taught in our own theology classes of any sort of religion, we're supposed to be giving a shit about our neighbors, one way or another. That's not happening, is it? No. You see a neighbor, you hate him, you kill him. Why? Because that's what it's written. That's what you're told. One way or another, you're supposed to hate your neighbor. Maybe we deserve to get wiped out. Sometimes I feel like I'm kidding, other times I feel like, no, we need to get our asses kicked. I mean, we're not kicking our asses enough at this point over here. We need a thorough ass kicking. Worse than COVID at this point over here. Something that reminds us that we're supposed to be human beings. We're supposed to be looking out for each other and not looking out of our own survival. We're supposed to be looking out for our neighbor's survival as well, for their well-being. We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit about our neighbors now. We're so damn divided and derided at this point over here. We think we do. We think we're demonstrating like crazy, and yet we have other idiots coming into the States with guns like crazy, shooting people left and right, and then laughing their heads off because their state allows guns and other states don't. They still have to fucking asses off. Bad enough we had to deal with over 30 or 40 years of people trying to kill each other in schools and different office buildings left and right. They called it postal at one time. Now we just call it fucking insane. They have mental health issues. No, we have society issues. We have society issues and we just don't give a shit anymore. So maybe we deserve to get self-destruction at this point over here. Maybe that'll wake our asses up. Maybe the threat of annihilation. Maybe that's the only way we can actually finally understand what we're losing, what we shouldn't have lost in the first place. Our humanity. As far as I'm concerned, we lost it a long time ago. Or we never had it. We're killing each other left and right over stupidity. Stupid values and stupid ideas and stupid concepts and stupid people we have to keep following left and right. We have viruses trying to kill us. We have nature trying to kill us because we screwed over nature too many damn times. We've warmed up the planet, melting the ice cubes at this point over here. Tides rising at this point over here. Storms, earthquakes. Maybe God just had enough of humanity. As far as I'm concerned, he probably has. We're creating our own hell on earth. That's not an observation. That's turning out to be a fucking fact. That's a scary damn thing. Because we're not even realizing it. We alcoholics keep saying that we understand what hell is all about. We have very little concept of what hell is all about. We're about to find out even worse. Because we're seeing it happen. And we're oblivious. People are so fucking righteous that they're trying to put themselves on boxes and show people how righteous they are. Still wait for the lightning bolts to knock their asses out. It's usually the humble people are supposed to be, actually the meek is supposed to be inheriting the earth. Well, the meek will inherit ashes at this point. Because everybody else is trying to suck the earth dry at this point. We're so fucked up we don't even realize what the hell's going on. And we don't care. That's the bitch of it. We just don't give a shit anymore. We're constantly demonstrating that. We're shooting people in the streets left and right for the fun of it. We got people laughing their asses off of that damn shit. They're looting and rioting left and right because they think there's no tomorrow. And maybe there isn't no tomorrow. Because we're sure as hell acting like it now, aren't we? And then what we're supposed to be doing at that point? Supposed to be demonstrating what kind of a great country we are? Fuck you. We lost that title a hell of a long while ago. We allowed ourselves to be fucked up like the way we are right now. And I don't give a shit what guy says. I've got an idea, I'm going to do this all myself. Bull fucking shit. He's selling the bullshit. If we can't pull each other up, if we can't act like fucking neighbors and fucking human beings at this point over here, fuck you all.